listen? Do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? Whoa, 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 closer. Let me whisper in your ear. Hear the words you long to hear. I'm in love with you. Ooh. Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Welcome. Is it something I sang? Welcome to my latest series. This time I'm ranking and reviewing a band called the Beatles. And I'm starting with the Beatles, Please Please Me. Now, before I start this series, I need to say a few things. I am only ranking the Beatles studio albums. I am including the Yellow Submarine soundtrack because that was an official release in their discography. And I'm including the Magical Mystery Tour EP that was in the UK, but it was an album in Canada and the United States in 1967. Lots of us remember it as a full album. And it was, later on, I think 1987, it was officially confirmed to be a Beatles album. That's why it's part of the 2009 box set as a regular album. And if you disagree with any of that, then there's nothing I can do about it. Maybe make your own ranking of the Beatles albums, and you can include that. And also, I know during this series somebody's going to say, "Aren't you going to rank the past masters?" And the answer is no, because that was later on after the Beatles disbanded. That was put together from singles and B-sides and whatnot. It's not a official Beatles album from the 60s. I'm just basically doing the albums from when they were a group. And the last one is Let It Be, which was released shortly after they disbanded. Please Please Me is the debut studio album by the English rock band The Beatles. Produced by George Martin, it was released March 1963 in the United Kingdom, following the success of the band's first two singles, Love Me Do, which reached number 17 on the UK singles chart, and Please Please Me, which reached number 1. Aside from their already released singles, the Beatles recorded the majority of Please Please Me in one long recording session at EMI Studios on February 11th, 1963. Of the album's 14 songs, 8 were written by Lennon-McCartney, originally credited McCartney-Lennon. Rolling Stone magazine later cited these original compositions as early evidence of the Beatles' invention of the idea of the self-contained rock band, writing their own hits and playing their own instruments. So, being Canadian, growing up, we never had this. I never even really knew of this album with the 14 songs. I remember an album called Twist and Shout, which contained some of the songs on this, and it's all a mess. But, since the box set came out in 2009, everybody understands, just like with Rubber Soul, when it came out, for years and years and years, I thought Rubber Soul started with I've Just Seen a Face. And sometime in the 80s, I think around the time that John Lennon passed away, and reading things, and I saw that the UK version of Rubber Soul started with Drive My Car, and that was just weird. I'm rambling already. So, the album cover I don't really rate it, I just say I love it, I like it, I don't like it. I like it. This is back in the early 60s when they would put the song titles sometimes on the front. I always wasn't really a fan of that, but that was back in the old days. But it is cool, the Beatles looking down at all of us. So I like it. I wouldn't say I love the cover. The production, for its time, of course mono, it sounds much better in mono. The stereo version, of course, usually has the vocals on one side, but either way, for an early 60s recording, George Martin did a superb job, so the production is great. My 3 favorite songs, the first 2 kind of came quickly to me, Twist and Shout and There's a Place. And of course with Twist and Shout, as most of you probably know the story, John Lennon had a cold during the day of recording Please Please Me, and so George Martin decided to have him do the vocal for Twist and Shout last, so it didn't wreck his voice earlier in the sessions, and he nailed it on the first take. One of the greatest vocals ever. And then There's a Place and Baby It's You. And of course, once again, one of these songs is a cover song, Baby It's You. And some Beatles fans, they'll argue, like, anytime I talk about, or I rate Beatles songs or whatever, they'll say you shouldn't rate the cover songs. It's like, I'm rating the cover songs because they are Beatles songs. There are 14 songs on this album. 8 of them are written by the Beatles. 6 are not. But the 6 not written by the Beatles are still Beatles songs because they recorded them for this album. Don't get me mad. Yeah, my least favorite song, it's like, even the one I don't care for as much as the others, A Taste of Honey. I still love hearing it. I still love the song overall. But it would be my least favorite. So, great opening track. I saw her standing there with the count in 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, that 1, 2, 3, 4, I was reading on, I think it was the Beatles Bible. That was taken from another take of I Saw Her Standing There, just tacked on to that one. But still, great opening track. Misery, written by John and Paul, so it is a Beatles song. But the star of this whole first album is John Lennon with his vocals on Anna, Go to Him, Baby It's You, of course Twist and Shout. But the other Beatles did fine too. Ringo with Boys, he did a great vocal take on that. George with Chains and Do You Want to Know a Secret. Really nice vocals by George on that track. Written by McCartney Lennon. So overall, in my ranking so far, I'm giving Please Please Me an A+, and it's number 1 in my rankings. And, I was thinking, thinking about the rating, what do I give it like a, I'm thinking it over. An A? An A-? And I'm looking at the songs, and every time I play this album, I have no problems with it. I love every song. Even A Taste of Honey, like I said, it's just my least favorite on the album. But for a debut album, they did a great job, and in one day of recording. So that's my thoughts on Please Please Me. I would love your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. As I write this letter, send my love to you. Remember that I'll always be in love with you. Treasure these words of